Hello and welcome to Hedleys Football Podcast. I'm here again today with Daryn. Good evening, Daryn.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing all okay. Thank you very much. I'm in good spirits today because after another win at the weekend against Manchester United, which is 5 wins in a row. But I'm going to have to start today by wishing Eddie Howe a speedy recovery after being diagnosed with pneumonia in the week. And we all hope to see Eddie back on the touchline as soon as possible. I think when everybody at the club hopes to see Eddie get well soon, and obviously I hope that now that the diagnosis has come out that he has pneumonia, I hope that will be the end of it, because obviously he has a private life and he can tell people as little or as much as he wants, or he should be able to anyway. So I hope we don't hear much more until he's back. I just want to wish him a speedy recovery. So I'll start with the Manchester United game, which was very comfortable, to be honest. The first half was very comfortable. A goal from Sandro Tonali after a fantastic move. A nice flick from Alexander Isak and a hit on the volley from Sandro to make it 1-0, thoroughly deserved. We dominate the first half and then get caught on the counter-attack with a breakaway goal for Manchester United, scored by Garnacho after a little bit of pressure, to be fair, after a great save before that from a Joshua Zirkzee shot that produces a brilliant save out of Nick Pope, and then a good move for the equaliser makes it 1-1. 1-1 at half time, even though it should have been more. We should have been out of sight, to be honest. Should have been 3 or 4 nil before they even scored. 1-1 at half time. Going into the second half, Manchester United just don't threaten, and we take the game away from them with 2 goals from Harvey Barnes, a nice tap in after a great assist from Jacob Murphy. Barnes' second goal comes from another breakaway move where he could have and probably should have passed it to Isak, but somehow the Manchester United defenders just part and let Harvey Barnes just run straight through the middle of them and produce a great finish into the top corner. 3-1. And then to top it all off, a goal from Bruno Guimaraes showed which Bruno was up for the game, because Fernandes didn't have a look in. We dominated the midfield, and Guimaraes and Tonali were both outstanding. 4-1 is finished, a nice win. We move on to the game tonight against Crystal Palace, and I hope that win has lifted the spirits of Eddie Howe. No injuries to speak of after the Man U game, so everybody should be okay for Crystal Palace tonight. And Anthony Gordon was back on the bench, but he can't get in the team because Harvey Barnes is playing too well. So there's 2 games, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, to come. That will be the next 2 games I will be commenting on in the next podcast. But for now, I'm going to hand over to Daryn, who's going to talk to you about Sunderland. Over to you, Daryn.
Thank you, Harry. Now, before I start, I'm going to start with some very sad news. One of the Sunderland coaching staff, Colin Fairweather, passed away on Monday night. He had terminal cancer, and unfortunately passed away on Monday night. Now, I knew Colin, a lovely man, so sad, lovely man he was. So my condolences go with family and friends. Very sad.
Yeah, very sad.
And now I'll start about the match on Saturday, which the performance was pathetic, in a word. Absolutely pathetic. I know we're same players for playoffs, but the same players and not lifting the leg. And that's what they did on Saturday. Lazy in their performance. We got big 1-0 off Swansea, and we even the goal came off the ball from Cabango, and he put the rebound, it hit Andy Patterson square in the chest, went behind him for 1-0. So the performance was so inept. The 2 commentators were bored. Nick Barnes, the guy Bennett, said, "We're bored with this. It was so bad. Such a bad performance." Now I know he's same players for playoffs, but the same players are not playing at all.
So is he changing the team for the playoffs?
Well, he keeps swapping the team over and over again. I mean, Pierre Tommy Watson, who I said in the last podcast, leave him for Brighton, and he's not interested. And he played like he wasn't interested on Saturday. He played exactly like that on Saturday. So what he's doing in the team, I don't know.
Well, yeah, if he knows he's leaving, there's always a chance that you're not going to be interested. I mean, professionally and pride should come into it.
Yes, it should. I know they're trying to save themselves for the playoffs. And they thought, I don't want to get injured. But there's a crowd out there who bought season tickets, Harry. And as you know and I know, season tickets are cheap. They're expensive these days.
They are.
And to be served a performance like that is unacceptable as far as I'm concerned.
Well, as you were aware, Don, we put up with performances like you've described for 15 years.
Yeah.
So I know exactly where you're coming from. Unacceptable performances. Newcastle have now got players who want to play for the shirt. If you play for either Newcastle or Sunderland, you need players who want to play for the shirt.
Well, not only that, you need form going into the playoffs. And we've got none. That's very worrying to me, Harry. Because you keep changing the team.
Yeah, and also you need passion and
desire and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it sounds like, to me, what you're describing, that they've just switch off because they know they're in the playoffs.
Yes.
And
That's exactly right.
but as we said last week, you can't just switch it on and off.
Well, you can't. We said that last week. You can't do that. You can't do that at all.
Because if you go into form like that, you're just going to get beaten in the semi-final.
Yeah.
And so...
It's just not good enough. Not good enough at all.
So here's the next game again.
Bristol City away. Now, if I was a fan going away, I'd want to see a good performance away at Bristol City. Bristol City's not on the corner. It's a fair trek to Bristol City.
Yeah.
You know,
yes it is.
Not on the corner.
And I have no doubt they sell out the allocation.
Yes, they will.
The Sunderland fans.
Yeah.
So we've always said, like, we always just want a team that tries. One of the banner.
I mean, if they try and don't win, at least you can say, well, we're trying. But they didn't even try on Saturday.
Yeah. So Bristol City away.
And we've got Bristol City away on Friday and Blackburn goes on Easter Monday.
Oh yes, it's the weekend. So
yes.
Yeah. So yes, 2 games there, 2 games for me to comment on, and just while I'm remembering, Eddie Howe will not be back for Crystal Palace tonight, and he won't be back for Aston Villa at the weekend. So Jason Tyndall will be in charge for the next 2 games at least. But there hasn't been any timescale on Eddie's return. He's still in hospital at the moment, getting the care that he needs. So he will return when he feels 100% fit and ready to return. So that's the news coming out. And the next 4 games that we will be commenting on next week in the next podcast. I would like to thank everybody for listening and thank Darren for joining.
My friend Harry is normal.
And until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.